There are 5 situations covered in this video. These are the 5 situations many learners, thousands, they fail their driving test. And the reason they're failing is because they don't fully understand the situation. In this video, I will explain so that you fully understand the situation and you know exactly how to deal with the situations. Let's start the lesson.
There's a van.
Now here, think about the situation. Here you have a van. What does that mean? It means the van is high up, which means if there was a person standing in front of the van, you won't be able to see as you're going around. Maybe they want to cross the road. So as you are going around a big vehicle similar to a van like this one, before you go around, think about there could be somebody standing in front of the van to cross the road as you are going around. This is really important.
Front of the van, is there anyone there crossing the road? Okay, and there is a car coming, no problem.
Now here in this situation, you have a parked car. And the question is, as I go around parked cars, do I need to signal? The answer is, if you keep on signaling, going around parked cars, you will be signaling all day. Remember, you signal to let others know your intention. You signal to help others. So if you go around parked cars and if you keep on signaling all day, you will confuse people. You won't be helping, you will be confusing people because you will be in and out, signaling in, signaling out. So the answer is, when you see a parked car, you look at the mirror and you position early, meaning that you already position towards right slightly, which means that you don't need to go around when you go close to the parked car. If you stay too close to the left and there is a parked car, by the time you reach the parked car, you'll have to go around quite a lot, which means you probably will have to signal. Okay, so when you see a parked car, the position of your car becomes a signal. You need to position early towards right slightly already. That means that your car will become a signal for others. Okay, so the answer is, you don't signal in general when you go around parked cars if you position yourself early. If you don't and you go too close to the parked car and you'll have to go around the parked car, then you probably will have to signal to let others know your intention.
I'm on my side, mirror, mirror, parked car, mirror, mirror. Okay, come to my side and there's a parked car here. Because you know there's a parked car, don't go in too much. There's no one coming. So position yourself early. That way, you don't have to go in and come out again. Because if you come out, mirror, mirror must be done. Okay? So for example, there's a car coming now. Mirror. There's a gap over there. So I'm thinking already, there's a gap over there. Yep, there's space for 2 cars now, yeah? If it wasn't, I would have stopped the gap over there. There's a car coming now. Come to my side. There's parked car over there. So I'm early position. If I go too much in, before I come out, what do I have to do? Mirror, mirror, then come out. Okay?
In this clip, we will be turning right from a major road into a minor road. So turning right from major to minor. In that situation, what is the best practice? What should you do to make sure you are doing it correctly? The only way is to exercise, is to practice MSPSL routine. Mirrors, signal, position, speed, and look. If you put all those in practice, everything falls in perfectly for you to turn right. Okay, so what's the first thing? Top and right mirror. Put the signal on, making sure, telling others what you're doing. Check your position, check your speed, make sure the speed is correct, not too fast, not too slow, and look into the road to see if it's clear for you to go in. You want to make sure the road that you're going in, it is clear and doesn't have any problem, because the road you're going in could have problem, right? There could be somebody crossing the road, there could be a parked car, there could be accident, there could be road work. You want to make sure you look in to make sure there is no problem for you to go in. As you go in, one other thing which is the most important is for you not to cut the corner. So as you go in, don't cut the corner. Go to your side of the road. Soon as you enter, first thing you do is look at the top mirror, the rear view mirror, to make sure to see who's coming. You want to know who is following you. Okay? So as soon as you enter the new road, top mirror, and then you carry on going.
Next road on the right, mirror, mirror. Signal is going to be right. Okay, look ahead and look into the road. Don't cut the corner. Don't cut the corner. Go to your side of the road and mirror and give gas. So when you go to a new road, look in. As soon as you've entered, mirror and then speed up. Why? to see who's following you. Is there anyone overtaking you? Yeah? You're going to go left. Mirror, mirror. Signal is going to be left. It's a closed junction.
So what is a closed junction? Do you know? Many learners, they don't, and even if they do, they don't know how to deal with it. Okay, so let's talk about in this situation. The examiner said at the end, turn left. Your job is to recognize this is an open junction or a closed junction. In this case, it's a closed junction. Why? Is because before you reach the end, meaning before you reach the giveaway line, you can't really see who's on your right, who's on your left. So you don't know who to give way to, because you don't know if there are cars on the main road or not. So in that situation, how do you approach? You approach prepared to stop, just in case there are cars in the main road. Okay, so any closed junction, whether it's an end of the road, or it could be a crossroad, or it could be a roundabout, when you are approaching, always ask the question, is that a closed junction? Closed meaning you can't see before you reach the giveaway line. So you prepare to stop at the giveaway line. When you reach the giveaway line and you know that there's no one there, it is clear for you to go, you just carry on. If not, then you are already preparing to stop anyway. You stop and you give way to cars on the main road.
It's a closed junction. I can't see. Come here. Look both ways. No one coming. And in there,
you just carry on going.
Okay, this road is narrow in the middle, and watch if there's anyone coming.
Now here you have a road with lots of parked cars on both sides. What does that mean? When you're driving in a road like this one, especially in your driving test, you need to think how to deal with a road like this one. What do you do? What should you be thinking? So parked cars on both sides, what does that mean? It means the road is narrow. As you're passing, what could happen? Door could open. So if the door opens, are you at the correct position? Are you in the middle, giving space to both sides? So if they open the door, then they're going to hit your car. Is there anyone going to move off without signaling? Did you recognize that? Is there anyone waiting to cross the road? Did you recognize that? What if there's a car coming from the opposite, meaning it's a meeting situation? Who's got priority on those situations? Have you heard of meeting traffic? Have you dealt with meeting traffic before? Maybe a car coming, you go into a gap. As you are trying to stop for them, they flash the headlight. What does that mean? If somebody flashes the headlight, do you know what that means? Who has priority in that situation if somebody flashes the headlight? Do you understand all of that? So driving in a road where there are parked cars on both sides, make sure you are thinking and know what could happen in that road, and you are prepared for the unexpected.
Is anyone coming? Okay, so your observation here, you're thinking people crossing, walking, they could cross. This car, open the door, this person could cross the road. Position should be in the middle of my lane or middle of my road, middle, because there's parked car here, parked car here. They could open the door, so I'm driving in the middle. I'm looking ahead, far ahead. The observation, make sure, are they going to cross the road? Okay, because if they do, it's going to affect your driving, right? There's a car coming. What am I going to do? There's a gap here. Okay, I'm going to use the gap, use this gap. Okay, mirror, mirror. Okay, they flashed. I looked if it's safe, then I go. Don't just go without looking. Make sure it's safe for me to go. Okay?
Hi, if you are learning to drive or you are training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you. So if you're a learner, we have an online course for you for manual and automatic. And if you're training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you for your ADI Part 2 and ADI Part 3. Please check the description for the links of the courses. Have a look and have a read. If you like it, you could always join the course. So that's it for this video, and I hope the video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.